Hey, welcome everyone. So I have a bit of a confession to make. I did not farm any artifacts. Let's just say, I was not very motivated by the thought of getting only defense artifacts. Why are you angry? You know you would have had to help me. So it was
Add
less work for you as well. You know damn well I can't do the domains for them on my own. You need to carry me because my team is pretty much shit because of the lack of artifacts. Yeah, so we will have to continue the story. Oh no, it's not going away. Go away. I don't want the red dot. Yeah, we will just have to continue the story without the artifacts and hope it works. Pretty sure it will be fine for just story though. Let's do this. So all the red dots are gone. And then let's start the next part of the Sumeru story. Since that's where we left off last time.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right?
Uh,
Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
let's see if we
She
didn't
must
miss
be
it,
around the
Paimon.
Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
That way. Still get lost in this city. Even though I like it very much. Uh, is it cold or
Here she is! Dunyarzad! We're
did you
back!
not put in enough milk?
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little
Oh.
nervous.
Well,
No
the
need to be nervous.
second
I'm
part
sure
is
that
on you,
Lesser
I
Lord
guess.
Kusanali will feel everyone's
And the
gratitude.
first part is on our
Thanks,
cat.
Paimon. I hope
Since
that
he
everyone who comes to the
distracted you
festival
from
will
drinking
also
it.
have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened
The
there.
powder is on the cat too?
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of
I
trouble.
see.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert
Hi, Gecko.
protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer
Thanks
is
for
part
the
of the
headset.
job.
Now don't go
alright, dear.
spamming it again or
I
it's
merely
not
said I
special
would
anymore.
like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Oh, is this
Okay, fine. but
basically
only
the
tonight.
payment for
Tomorrow's a big day.
me
and
making
many
him
no-good
all
scumbags
that
are
stuff
gonna
for
try to
free?
take advantage of that.
Oh, speaking of art
Oh,
stuff, you
you
need
two
to
must be
show him the
exhausted from your
scam
long journey
DM
back
I
to the
got.
city.
I think you
My
can
apologies
copy
for
it
not
from
realizing this sooner.
Discord and
I've
send it
already
to him.
prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
I have to mess up his art. Now, see, but that reflects badly on me as an artist too. That's the same thing as I still heal people in MMOs when they fuck up, because if I don't, it looks like I'm a bad healer, and I cannot do that.
Here we
That's
are.
just not how I
It's
work.
also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow?
What do you mean
All
by
of my
not even
friends will be working the
for you?
festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Yeah, what? Mess up the art? You know
Then
I
let's meet at the
can't
nearby
do
bazaar
that.
first thing tomorrow morning.
You know
Have a
how I
great
am
night.
with art.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
I mean, I'm not sure if I
Paimon's
managed to
really
do
look
what I
forward to the
wanted to do
Sub-Zero
for his Be
Festival
Right Back
too.
screen.
Will there be lots of yummy food?
Since it's an animal
no,
and
no.
I'm not the best
Thinking
at
about
drawing
food is
animals,
just
so
gonna
I
keep
might
Paimon up all night.
mess up
The earlier we sleep, the
anyways.
better. Let's
Not
go
on
inside,
purpose
traveler.
though. Was hard enough to draw that thing in the first place.
Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Okay, let's meet her then.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff.
Oh,
Aw, Paimon's a little
Paimon.
disappointed. So, what's the
Think she likes
Haftmewa
meat
feast
more,
you
huh?
mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods
I
like
mean, I
Ricochet
like
mushrooms,
meat, but I also like
Neolocala
fruit
lotuses,
and
Chimera
vegetables.
roses, Sunsettias, Capulatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
I mean, you know how much I love tomatoes
You don't have to be a
and
vegetarian to enjoy the
potatoes
spread.
and cucumbers.
We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumeru uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we
Paimon.
have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
Yeah, sorry to
I hope your
disappoint
wish comes
you,
true
but
one day,
Fontaine
Paimon.
is first.
Thanks. All right, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
Oh, come
That is
on, Paimon,
precisely
have a
what we
little
need.
faith.
After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Sure, why not? Let's use something I have a lot of. Let's do this.
Okay, one moment.
What did you do again?
It's the moon.
Oh, that's funny. You kinda called that.
It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking
Actually,
it up
I've
in a
never
book?
seen them sponsor anyone. It's
Oh,
like
I
more
remember now.
like
It means
Surfshark or
illusions and lies.
NordVPN who sponsor
Illusions
people,
and
huh?
lies? That
Oh,
sounds
really?
rather ominous.
I've actually never seen it.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending.
Oh, that
Thank you so
guy.
much. I'll keep that in mind.
I remember
Oh,
his
it's nothing.
his video
I'm
about
just learning
wasps.
as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
Yeah, I hate those things. Probably because I'm allergic to
They say
their
the
stinks,
Sub-Zero
though.
Festival
They
was
could
very
literally
lively
kill
a
me.
long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle.
I mean, it hurts anyways,
But if
even
you
if you
ask
aren't
me,
allergic.
I'm sure
But
needles
like,
dance of
the added
Sub-Zeros
fact
would
that
be
they
just
could
as impressive.
actually kill you is scary. Let's put it that way.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad! Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zero's festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zero's festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor
Yeah,
portraying Ferris
probably
would also
because
sit
he
on a
gives
flower
them
carriage.
sweets.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one. Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia,
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni kabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
Sure.
It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Oh, sure. I absolutely know
These
which one
boxes
that
of
is.
candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention! That's unfortunately lavender melon.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
Oh yeah, thanks,
The
Paimon. It
Sunsetia-flavored
definitely
candy
was
in box number
luck
4.
and not my
How about
abilities.
this? The most important thing is that
I feel
everyone has a
insulted
good
by
time
her.
at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
Night
It's
of
Night
Candies.
of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Night of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the
Paimon's happy
Sub-Zero
as long as
Festival.
she gets something to eat.
How embarrassing.
Okay, Donyarzad, let's help you get what you forgot. Or does she just need a bit of rest? Might be.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Pause. Isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like
Bad
they're
idea.
any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
Oops.
You're Dia. Dia the Flame Main. No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right.
Pretty sure she'll be fine.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
I have no idea why they give me a timer for this. Oh no. Poor Donyarzad.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm sure she's fine.
My lady, traveler,
Yeah, she is.
found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
I
Thank
love
you very
these
much,
two
Dia.
together. They are so cute.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Let's get her to a place where she can rest.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets. Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Right. Let's not miss Nilu's dance then. Or else she will be very disappointed in us.
So,
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Problems.
over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them.
True, if
This
that's
is a hard
good
pill to
idea.
swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of
Excuse
knowledge
me?
and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear
You
down
suck.
this ridiculous eyesore.
No. You are the eyesore here, old man.
When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about
No,
my
it's
feelings
not
is more
okay.
than enough. It would
This
be too
sucks.
risky to continue the Sub-Zeros festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zeros festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay, it's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I don't know if she will live long enough to see the next one, though.
Turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilo and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time.
Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
The fuck? What just happened?
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet
Excuse
Dunyarzad
me,
right
Paimon? You are the one who always sleeps in. Tuh. Accusing me of being the one sleeping in. Tuh, Paimon. Oh no, now it's going to annoy me the whole time.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Didn't we just do
Not at
this?
all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going!
Am I having a deja vu here?
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really?
Something really weird is going on here.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall. So, where to next?
Can I snatch the flower in each of the cycles though? Let me try that. Endless Patisserie flowers. Okay,
All right,
children,
soldiers,
calm down.
Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Varus! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Night of Flowers. Oh,
why
do you
does he
want some
look
Yalta
sus?
candies? I happen to have
Because
some
it's
boxes
an old
right here.
man giving
Take a look
children
and pick
candy?
whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
Don't
It's
worry,
not
he's
that
that
simple.
old. His mustache
Each
isn't
box
even real, I
contains a
think.
random flavor. It's
Actually,
up to
I'm
the
not
luck
sure
of the
though.
draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Pretty sure he's fine.
Ooh, how
He's doing this for the festival
And there's also
and for
lizard tail
Dunyarzad.
and oni kabuto.
Ugh. Why do those flavors even exist? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right.
So it wasn't
Which one
free.
do you want?
Which one should we go for this time? Because we know free is the lavender melon. Which one shall we choose? I mean, I got free last time because it's the middle. So we go either up or down. Okay, then I'll choose one. No, let's do this one.
Ah, excellently chosen.
Ha!
Number 4 is indeed sunsetia.
Ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Well, that actually wasn't that much luck this time, though. Since I already knew one, that's not it.
Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Too much. Yeah, I don't think you can sleep too much, Paimon.
Sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
The flavor of deja vu. Yeah. Didn't think deja vu had a taste. Apparently it does.
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on.
Indeed,
In that
Paimon.
case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it?
I know that's
So
what people
why'd
say.
you
That's
run
just
here in such a hurry?
something you misremember.
So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
Why not, though? At least give the specialty of this nation a try. It doesn't look that bad, actually.
Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
Taste deja vu. No.
Also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. how about we go out again and try something else?
Okay, what's your suggestion? What should we try, Paimon? First, let's find the door, actually.
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big
That's
relief.
our fault. We left her alone.
Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. Let's go.
Ah, that's good. It doesn't actually make me walk there again. Since it's the same as before, nothing
With
really
your
changed.
lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
How many
okay.
times do I need
There's
to
nothing
see
we
her
can do
that
about
sad
it.
now?
But
That's
you've been
heartbreaking.
Really looking forward to this.
Not okay, Oyo.
I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
Yeah. Me too, Paimon.
Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should also return and get some sleep.
Let's sleep and do it all over again. Yay!
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about?
Nope.
Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
No, I don't think so. Paimon, I don't think so.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Not this sound again.
A modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Again, you mean. Not right away. Again. Okay, let's meet up with her again. And then immediately get the sense of deja vu again. Am I even walking in the right direction? Yeah, okay, should've gone down there. Well, doesn't matter. We still arrived.
Dunyarzad, sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Yeah, I know.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
I do not like that she's getting weaker every time. And we spaced out. Oh, this all feels so familiar. I'm tired of it. What?
Enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick
I know.
whichever one you want.
Not much of a choice. All these boxes look the same.
I know, you want Sunsetia, right?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, Sunsetia.
I know.
They all sound pretty tasty.
And there's also
Lumina so
lizard
done
tail
with
and
this.
Oni Kabuto.
Huh? What were those last two? She'll help me choose. Paimon wants to eat the Sunsetia flavor.
Yeah, it's
No
4.
problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Yep, I know. I know what it is.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck.
Yes, definitely did not know that in advance.
Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Yeah, I don't care. That's not the point, Paimon.
Wait, how did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
Indeed.
She was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Oh, believe me, the whole thing is freaky.
Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Oh, you mean being able to use more than just one element without a vision is not a superpower, Paimon?
What's going on? Did you see something?
Yeah, sure did.
Dunyarzad without
A
letting
little
her know
dendro
is kinda
baby.
rude, you know.
Wait for us. Where are you? Dendro, baby, wait. Don't run.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here? Traveler? That's...
This is getting really weird. And glitchy.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but...
That
Paimon
whole
feels
thing
like
seems sketchy,
this is
yeah.
what we should do. What the? This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh.
Don't
it's
touch
coming
yourself
back.
with it, Paimon.
Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. You passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that.
I
can
don't
only
think
give
it
you
would
surface
actually
level
blow
help,
my mind that
like bits of
badly.
information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
Consider the fact we are
she isn't
literally
doing well at
from
all.
another world
Her
and
illness gets
all
worse
that
after
stuff.
Sub-Zero's
I don't think
festival.
this truth would just
If we can
be
break out
that
of this
insane.
I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies.
Yeah, that's Nahida for
Analogies
you.
are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Oh, I forgot about this. I don't like
I've
it.
already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. And the day of the festival seems to be
Should I
in a
let it all play
perpetual
out, or should I
samsara.
just skip through it? Is it that, well, I mean, it's part of the story.
I can't seem to... That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This
Can I not just... I mean, I
Blue
know what the
illusions
answer
and
is,
lies.
actually, but, yeah. I know that's
A
not
time
the
loop.
real answer.
You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity. Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense.
But I don't think
like
we
time
are
is just
able to
repeating
come
itself.
to the real
A simple
conclusion
time
right
loop
away.
can't explain some of the phenomena.
To skip
You two
all
are still
the
missing a lot of information.
other cycles.
Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints. Dunyarzad! The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Every cycle takes away more life force from her.
About our current
So we
situation.
really don't have much time
Save
left
Dunyarzad,
to
we have
solve
to
this
escape
whole
the samsara of
thing
the
here.
Sub-Zero's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads.
Hi! Welcome!
Why don't we start with those stall owners?
Are we going to interrogate them now? Oh well, let's see. That emote is super cute.
Hey there.
Lutra.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your
I'm fine.
tortured friend?
Start of the day wasn't that good, but now I'm fine. How are you today?
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the
Well, I
freshness of my
mean,
products.
my model is
I
an ice
harvested them
goddess,
from the
so
forest just yesterday.
would be a crime not to play Genshin and pull for Tsaritsa when she comes out, right?
Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming?
Well, I don't play too much
Didn't
with
you
my
know that no
normal
one
account
dreams in Sumeru?
at the moment
Go
too.
somewhere else if you
But
wanna
this
find
is a
someone to
completely
daydream
new
with.
one I made just for streaming, since I wanted to stream like the whole story.
Ugh,
And I'm also not doing
he
any event
actually
versions
has
with
a
it
point. Is this a dream?
until we get
Is everyone
Tsaritsa. So
dreaming?
it's mostly story for now. But yeah, if you need to rest a bit, thanks for saying hi and have a good rest.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking
Okay,
around.
thanks. Oh, next one.
Oh, it's you
What
two.
does he have to
Was
say?
my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
Oh yeah, that's not it.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't
I
fully
mean, the
understood
moon
its
and
significance
illusion
yet.
thing he divined is actually
You're
that
really
wrong.
excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
Yeah,
So,
because you
you're
only
admitting
read
that
from
you
the
don't
book,
have a clue?
right?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam.
Nah,
What you just
it's
said.
way worse than that.
Are you serious?
Way worse.
Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Paimon knew
Should
you weren't
it?
going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
Yeah, that does fit
When you say
pretty
it
well,
like
though.
that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Well, I
So
mean,
that's how it
we are
is.
in a time loop.
Looks like fortune
The
telling is
sun
just
has risen a lot of
fortune-telling.
times now.
It's no good for practical problems.
Yeah, you're right,
We haven't
Paimon.
made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
This is so mean. I see the fruits in the background and now I want watermelon. And,
Paimon remembers
pomegranate.
that we tried talking to her a couple of
Ah.
times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility
apples,
as a
though.
mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Right, let's check on her then. There she is.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
Yeah, we know.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Been there, done that.
We need to say something convincing.
Oh, not this again.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Tell her, traveler.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known.
Yeah, no, because you
Just
wanted to
now,
surprise
you literally
her.
took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
She's going to believe us, is she?
It's kind of hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
She's
And?
quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you
She's
angry?
just like an empty shell right now.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Can I? Oh no, I have to walk all the way because I don't have the teleport point. Should have remembered to get that one. Oopsie. Oh well. It's probably not letting me get it now though because it wants me to go to the quest marker. Does it? Ah, no. Let's get it real quick. Yeah, let's just get it real quick. So next time I can just teleport. There we go. Bye, Naida. And bye, little bird.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Not good. I'm sorry.
Really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura.
Oh, sorry.
There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself. So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
I think it's more than just a sick joke, though.
The Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Oh, there definitely is.
Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people."
Congratulations, Paimon, you didn't forget anything this time.
Knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Yeah, let me go back into my mind palace, huh?
People in Sumeru don't dream. Okay, not... My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental
That's
fatigue?
really
Huh.
Matrix-like,
Now that I
actually.
think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any
Scary
specifics.
thought.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Huh. Pretty sure
Just
I
think
don't
about it.
want
If you could combine
Elon's
the knowledge
brain
of
chip
every single
now.
person in Sumeru,
That's
then we
pretty
can
much
basically
the
turn Sumeru
Akasha,
City
isn't
into
it?
a single massive brain. This hive mind
Really
could
scary
make
thought.
breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
No.
An excellent deduction.
Yeah,
analogy
no,
comparing
he
Sumeru
would
City
be
to a
the
massive brain?
sick individual who would actually do the you can't log out and you will die in real life if you die in the game thingy. That would totally be him.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words. When this is over, I'm getting evidence and
I
exposing
will
this whole
stay
thing to
far
the
away
public.
from it. No thanks. I don't want to die in real life if I die in a game, and I don't want some strange chip poking around in my head. Thanks. No thanks.
What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a
I do like games, but I don't like him that much.
terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Also, in the first season with the first game, there wasn't enough magic for me, so it's a no anyways.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I like my fantasy
I
games
heard
and
it
my
too. Our ears
MMORPGs to
aren't
include
messing
magic.
with us.
Thank you
There was
very much.
Definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Yep, I think taking the thing off didn't help either. We probably only took it off in the dream and not in reality.
Paimon remembers everything!
Do you?
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle.
Yep.
Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
Oh, I know what or who she is.
I guess I'm the moon.
No, you're not an illusion.
Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Thanks,
then.
I guess.
Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Hi, welcome.
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you today?
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are
Thanks
you so
for that,
surprised
Pet.
that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories
That's
after
cool.
all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
You Paimon.
Oh, you're right. Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but
Oh, she
it's
doesn't
still
believe us
dangerous here,
anymore now.
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go and do your
Oh,
thing.
I don't think you missed much. I just said it's cool that you are still working on your indie game. Is it coming along well?
Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Yeah,
Tomorrow
it's
will
definitely not broken. The
Everyone
Samsara.
assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay,
Oof, 10 days.
more.
Wow.
Brain is already shut down.
You've
That's
got
why it
some
makes no sense to waste
determination
your
there,
energy
huh?
thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
Yeah, Nahida, it is very strange.
So strange and so against common sense that Paimon
I mean, she's wrong with the relief part, though.
just a minute ago. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Yeah, human lives are trivial sacrifices, sure.
We're still in the same
I don't like him.
day.
I really don't like him.
You already knew last night that we didn't break out of the
Yeah, you've
Samsara?
been wanting to make a game for a long time now, but you
Would
never
there
really
have been a
did.
point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope.
Wait,
An
what?
opportunity
Why?
like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
That's really weird.
Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've
But
been together,
you do have too
two
many
have been everything
projects
to me.
anyway. Wasn't your next project learning to animate and stuff?
But maybe you're taking things a little
Did you throw that already too?
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahira's talking about confusing stuff again.
That's true.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the
Oh,
new clues yesterday help
can
you gain a new understanding
probably
of the situation?
do some like bubble effects for the be right back screen I'm planning for Gecko actually. Just need to see how we can actually implement that since I'm normally animating with Photoshop frame to frame animation.
Time loop. People's physical conditions should also reset.
Yeah, sure, but
what's your
like
new
I'm
hypothesis?
working with a different program, so I'm not sure if we can actually connect that in the end. I just give you my finished file and you add the bubbles or something.
Moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? Mercenaries rely heavily on...
Oh. I'm just clicking random stuff now.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again.
I probably actually prefer the Japanese food over the pizza. I know my husband will say that's how do I say it? I actually don't know the English word right now. It's a heresy, I guess.
The beep is a prompt tone
No,
for Akasha
I said
operations.
I'd like rather
We
Japanese
still
food
hear it
actually.
every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
I would say sushi, but I don't think sushi is fair. Sushi is very expensive.
Okay, We've already experienced...
Did I try that? Why did that suddenly work and not before? Whatever.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next
But we
day,
still
everyone
kinda
still
remember
thinks it's
some
the day
stuff, so it's
before.
not deleting our memories
Muscle
right for us,
memory
huh?
can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us
Did
if
she
we're right
just
or wrong.
Well, it wasn't really
Put
a
it
slow
simply,
clap, but it
it's as
felt
if you'd
like a
mistaken
slow
pyro
clap to
crystal fly
me.
for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all.
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right. She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go.
Okay, let me teleport here though. Since that should be faster. A little bit at least. Oh, wait, can I just get the reward, please? Catherine. I just...
Add
no,
as
I
ca-
just wanted... Thanks.
Thank you for complete.
Ah, perfect. Now, it can stop annoying me.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
I'm not
Well,
underestimating
you're
you.
still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Really, Paimon.
That works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
No.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh?
Is it?
Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Alright, we're still in the mindset that it's actually a real time loop.
Right.
Oopsie.
It could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything.
Why did I think we
It's
got
not very
it's
likely,
just
but
a
it's
dream
also
part
not
already?
impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
I think because
You
of
have proof?
the people of Sumeru don't dream
You
thingy.
two are surprisingly
Well, apparently
serious
they
about this
do.
nonsensical discussion.
And the dreams just
Fine,
get deleted.
I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show...
I think this one is closer. Let's hop over.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
She probably
See
trained
those marks
with
on the
it.
dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
Yeah,
People
Paimon,
often
I
say
don't
that
think
a camera's
that's it.
photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Oh, okay.
Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you.
No, it didn't.
Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss
Brain
Dunyarzad to near the stage.
exercise
See you later.
game.
Well,
Why do I
that
get
is
the
where one-
feeling that's a reference I should get, but I don't?
But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any any new ideas right now?
It's a dream.
Strange?
It's just
Paimon
a dream.
feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
I know the tunnel visioning on one specific thing and not realizing the other stuff that's obvious around it feeling. Reminds me of the shadow thing. What's the difference between the clones and the real one? It was the shadow.
We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Our memories are back!
Are they?
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
This filter. Oh, there's a chest.
Score!
Okay.
Let's see what's inside.
Anyways, let's leave the city. Since that was our plan.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything.
No
This
good
is a
stuff,
direct
I
order
bet.
from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them.
Kinda strange not letting Outlanders leave though. Like, what power do they have over us?
Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to
We
enter
don't
or
even
exit
belong to
Sumeru
this
today.
nation.
They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info,
Hello,
I would have
doggo.
left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know.
It's a crime that I
Can't get
cannot
anything
pet
out
the
of him.
cats and dogs
Let's
in this
take
game.
matters into our own hands.
Ah.
Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once.
Okay, let me use the ad break to go on a little break myself. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Right, let's continue. Let's get out of this weird cycle.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Yes, Paimon, I'm going to leave you behind. I'll come back, don't worry.
Things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble. Then Paimon won't be able to help you.
Paimon, it's okay.
Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together.
I know.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you.
Yeah, be strong, little one. I'll come back.
Come back as soon as possible.
Yes.
Just a quick look.
Yes, Paimon, I promise.
Be careful.
It's okay. I'll survive, don't worry. Okay, Paimon.
Paimon would never see you again.
It's okay, I'm here.
Disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look. Paimon,
I'm here
calm
now,
down.
though.
She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Shh, Paimon, it's okay.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear.
Yeah, see, I'm here.
Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world. Okay.
Yeah, I
Can you
think
tell us your perspective of
Lumine
what
has
really
done that
happened
many
yesterday?
times though, going into other worlds. And now she's
see.
stuck in this one.
Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared.
Just poof,
in
huh?
an instant.
Oh.
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention. What's your perspective,
Sure that you
traveler?
didn't get distracted
you sure
by
you
food,
don't have
Paimon.
any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
That's true.
Something like a message? But how can we send it back? Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
Yeah, poor thing.
Well, okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad out for me. Yep, now we're talking.
And take care of her. I'm not sure what we can do than just watch her. Poor Dunyarzad.
I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal? You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node. To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right? Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city. We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then.
I mean, what else can we do than just, well, try it?
Alright. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
Oh, okay, Paimon.
Okay, see you tomorrow, traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
It went okay the last time and will go okay this time too, don't worry.
Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside. Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty. Except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Creepy. Very creepy.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left
Oh
the
wow,
Sumeru
you
City
literally
space
called
when you
out
stepped
what
foot
it
outside
is.
the walls.
That's breaking the fourth wall, Paimon. You literally called it an info dump. Okay.
If we take your word for
That's
it, the other spaces all
okay.
have
Well, you
very
okay?
weird contents.
One way to call out
Here's
yourself.
another part here. You only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Dreams. They are dreams.
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
I can
Probably
tell
because
you that.
yesterday just happened to end at that moment. Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message? The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal. After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared. Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha. Was that space actually the real world?
I don't think so.
But all the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
I don't think it's... Yeah, told you. Don't think it's a...
All the bizarre space...
Can you give me...
All the bizarre...
What? Why is...
My impression...
This is so weird. I just tried it and said no, and then it works.
After the sound of the beep,
I'm not
final
a
space,
big
the
fan of
Sub-Zero's
this
festival also
system,
disappears.
and they are
Then we
using
kick
it for
into
the
next
future too.
day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow? Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats.
That's actually
So no
sick.
matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface,
That's, wow.
maybe all they point to in the end is
Oh,
a
it's
small
just
and
a
simple
game.
secret. Wow, the Archon War,
Lots of human casualties.
That's an
Yes,
analogy
just a
and a
game.
half.
Guess that's war for you. Just a sick game in which the people who didn't have anything to do with it and didn't want to die. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks. Even worse if it's gods who were meant to protect the humans. Brilliant.
Do you want some alone time to think?
I already got my conclusion though.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Pretty sure Nahida knows what it is, you know. And, yeah, let's teleport back all the way again. Glad I got the teleport point, actually. No, the chest is gone. Why is it not there every time? I know, it would be cheesy. But treasure!
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
Oh, don't. Naida, don't mention this evil word. Graduating is not a good thing in the VTuber community. I don't want to hear it again, okay?
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
What?
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Why can I not?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Except these have no sign of human presence.
Can I not? Yeah, okay.
We are all in a dream.
There we go.
It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. The Akasha... It is the manifest... Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams
Yeah, but they only use it to defend themselves.
Everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh? Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
Oh, it resets when I switch the scenes. It always does.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much
So when I
thinking.
go to the Be Right Back stream, it just resets the chat.
On?
And if I go back, then it fills again if you write something new.
We've already experienced the Sabzeruz festival many times. And the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. Grand Sage said...
I clicked the other one. Thanks very much.
Those dreamscapes...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream.
I have
Their disembodied
another
consciousness
question
is
to this
placed
whole
inside
thing.
the collective dream of the
How
Sabzeruz
long has
festival,
everyone
along with
been
everyone
dreaming?
else's,
And
while their now vacant dreams
how
are
is no
harvested
one
by the Akasha.
starving?
No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle.
They can't
People
do
wake
this
up
forever.
to yet another
People
dream
need to
about the
drink and
Sabzeruz festival.
eat.
The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha. And so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Yeah.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
what I said
last
like an hour ago, Paimon.
Who am I?
Oh, I know that. None of
They say that alchemical divination
that
is the
is the
Dendro
actually-
Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming? Now that I think about it...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question.
No, that was the easiest one.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different.
Yep.
We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yeah.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Do we really need to ask her questions? Yeah, come
You
on.
asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
Ah, come on.
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sabzeruz festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the
I
sages
agree
of
with
the
her.
Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the
Oh,
end,
they do much
I'm
worse
just
to
the
their
moon.
own Archon.
The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
No, I exactly know what she means.
Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I'm pretty sure she's fine with Nahida.
Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream.
So she's
another
basically an
Dunyarzad appeared
NPC.
to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Yeah, that's why I called her an NPC.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zerus festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida.
Well, I mean, at least you try to protect your people, not like other Archons who just turn around and, no, I don't want to be an Archon anymore.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zerus festival
What do you
dream
mean?
is under
I
the
actually
Akasha's
meant
control,
like Venti
only
and
humans can dream. Even the
well,
Akasha is unable to
Zhongli
create them.
still
That
kinda
means
does
this
stuff
dream
to help
belongs
the
to a
people.
host who created it.
But I mainly meant Venti.
Huh? So, how should we find
What?
that person?
Who else do you think I meant?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going
Yeah,
to find
that's
them,
why I
though?
asked
If
who
it could be
you
anyone,
think
it'd
I
be
meant.
like looking for
Did
a
you
needle
think
in a
I meant
haystack.
Brayden?
And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes.
I mean, it
But
wasn't
the only ones who
good
can do it
what
are
she
you two.
did, but she
Remember,
didn't do it
everything
out of
you've achieved
malice
up to
for her
this point has
people.
all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes, I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've
But
come
celebrating
this far only
your
for Dunyarzad
birthday
to...
is a good thing, though, Nahida.
She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her. Yeah, saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no? Huh. That's true. Plus, Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So,
I actually already know who it is.
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of
No,
Flowers, is
that's
a symbol
not
of
him.
the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right?
Yeah, but it's not him.
Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Yeah, I mean, the game isn't giving us a choice. So let's do that. Let's go ask him some questions.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
an experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay.
No, we don't do wishes here, Paimon.
My wish.
Not until
My wish.
Tsaritsa.
Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh, now he's making me sad.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious?
Yes, it is.
After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
You have a problem though. I ship her with Daya.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go.
See,
Nice
Gecko,
try, you
he's
two.
sus.
Anyway, never mind.
He
I don't
just
need to see her appear right
has
in
a
front
big
of me,
crush on
as long as
Dunyarzad.
she's happy.
That's why he gives the candy
Guess
to
he
the
isn't the host
children.
of the stream after all.
Just to
Should've
make her
expected
happy.
It wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her, but none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers. Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Okay. Let's run to her then. Even though I think Paimon's right, she can handle them.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job.
The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
We'll see about that.
Let's dance. Up and away.
Freeze! Dodge this!
Oh.
What's the hurry? Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
Closing in.
Freeze!
Let the show begin.
Cool it.
Dancing in the wind.
There we go. That wasn't a problem at all. Even
Traveler,
without artifacts.
Were you just taking your
So
anger
the
out
story
on
should
those
be
guys?
fine. Or maybe I took out my anger on them.
Junior's wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah.
Isn't that
even if it's
rude
only a
to
tiny
just
clue,
go
it'll probably
through
still
her
help us more
stuff?
than this needle in a haystack search.
I mean, if it helps everyone to get out of here, she won't be mad, right?
It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission.
Yeah,
but
that's what I just said.
desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Oh, she's finally making use of her floating ability, yeah?
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
I'm not reading all of that.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now?
Poor Dunyarzad. She did not deserve this. Let's just make it a little bit quicker. I can't talk anymore. Oh, that threw us right into the cutscene. That's perfect. Very convenient.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
It's not easier the second time around, actually. Still, a very sad story.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's dance of Sub-Zerus.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Are we allowed to see her finally dance now?
What's the hurry?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer.
Those two again.
The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved.
No, I want to get involved.
I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared!
Ha!
So Nilu's
Away
the
with
host.
you. You are ruining the mood.
Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Well, she got that pretty quick.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zerus festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this this as a dream. As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia.
Because of a dream.
What a happy ending.
It's actually pretty evil that they are taking away the dreams of the other people then.
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Ah, there she goes.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Now, you two, do me a favor and get rid of that stupid Akasha thingy. Please. Immediately.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's
Shouldn't
head
only
feels
be
super
your head
heavy.
hurting if you're asleep
Were you
for
ever
too long
asleep?
and laying down
Do you
for
even remember
that
going
long.
to sleep last night?
everything starts hurting.
Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
Thank you! Take it off and stomp on it. Please.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
There she is. You're still alive.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Hi.
Thank you, Dunyarzad, for
Catherine,
organizing
not
the Sub-Zero's
Catherine.
festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon, I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
That's definitely not what I wanted. I am sorry. I didn't want to hit you with my sword. Where did everything go? That's not where the story ends. Okay, Naida, what's up?
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
My favorite bench? Okay. Did it again.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's alright. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon. Huh? Why are you two smiling
Was
so happily?
way too close, wasn't
I
it?
thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
No,
Got
no,
it.
we are fine.
I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the Sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's Samsara in the immediate future. Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Oh, poor Nahida.
Traveler? Paimon?
why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't think
I better go. Thank you.
AIs can sleepwalk Paimon.
We spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
Ah, now I'm getting all the new stuff. Oh, I didn't do the event with the weapon. Ah. Totally forgot about that.
Ad Astra Avisask.
But
We
it's
meet again,
just,
you two.
what was it? Energy recharge again?
Catherine, do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's
Didn't you
academic
want to do it
symposium this
anyways
afternoon and
for your
recite a
No
love
Wishes
poem on
account?
stage.
Wait, say what now?
And if possible,
I mean,
please also
you
use your camera to capture the reaction of
need
the audience upon
any
finishing the poem.
4-star weapon and that you can get, since you can't get them through any wishes. Not even the
see.
standard ones.
It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Nahida, stop joking around with us.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Yeah, probably.
Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said, Ad Astra Abisask?
So from right the beginning, okay.
Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zerus Festival, except it was a happy one. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zerus Festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, definitely.
Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that?
Because it was only a dream, Nahida.
Could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
Yes.
No, we aren't pitying you.
Don't lie to
We're not
her.
making everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her.
Yes, I paid
Well,
her a visit
they
right
must
after
have
I
been
woke up.
very worried for
She
her.
was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zerus Festival?
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sage's activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else.
Oh, good point. Sorry,
Yeah, we
adventurers.
don't want
We're gonna be borrowing
anyone to
Catherine for a little
overhear us
while.
here. Alright, there we go. That's the next part.
Let's continue our chat here.
We still have a little bit of time left.
Any ideas on how we can investigate the
So let's see how much we can get done.
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts. I've already tried that. But all the key members of the Academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly. No way, that's too risky.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, I think she's worried for the students.
We shouldn't involve innocent students in this.
Yep. Cheers.
A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
That's a large amount of hostages.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
That's true.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're saying we should recruit a spy?
Huh.
That does sound like it could work. Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Actually, I already have someone in mind.
I think Alhaitham wouldn't be a good fit anyways.
Setaria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Setaria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
Yeah, because the Academia doesn't like to let the desert people in. They are kind of racist, actually.
Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver, and instead of staying beside such a sun. Wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore. Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite
I
spots
remember that
and have a quick chat
part
with a
of
few
the
vendors
quest.
there.
It's actually super mean. And I kinda felt sad for her and pitied her at the end of it. Now I have to do it all over again.
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria?
No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
She's kinda creepy, isn't she?
Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh! My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
Only mocking the god
for
of
sure
Animal,
haven't been
questioning the
actually
Lord of
protecting
Geo's
them.
financial savviness and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Love prospects? No
Sure,
problem
why
at
not?
all.
Tell me, what does love hold for me? This is actually
The gods have spoken.
a bit weird.
The
As a
truth
goddess
shall
of
be
ice and love.
revealed.
I think
One
I
who
know
is
what
fated to
what
cross
the
your
future
path
holds for
will
me in this
appear
regard.
So many people will fall for you. How could that be? Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
What spoiler? You know what my design is.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of
Shouldn't
today's
you know what
celestial matrix
fate
is,
holds for you if you are a
suboptimal.
goddess
As
or
such,
god?
there will be no charge.
Is
Spoiler.
that so?
If you
Well,
know my
that
law,
can't be helped.
no, I didn't. And it was very sad and painful.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Fate can be a very cruel mistress, actually. Now I know where. That was weird. I thought it was up
Is this another one of Sataria's
the
favorite stalls?
back where. Oh no, it
Yep.
was supposed to be the
It
stall.
belongs
Okay.
to a king.
The quest point
His father helped
looked weird.
Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers, would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my
Pretty
dad.
sure I will not be
He's a
able to
mason by
remember all of
trade,
the
but I
information
picked
about
up
the
an interest in
merchants.
clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your
Yeah,
father
that
still
actually is
working as
nice.
a mason?
Oh no, not
Isn't that
anymore.
what we all wish
a few
for,
years
though?
back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy. All our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Okay, who's next? Oh, food? Paimon
This
will
should
love
be our
this.
final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia, so she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars.
Talent isn't everything,
and I'm
though.
continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the
Hard work
academia
is
after their
also
next
very
round of
important,
exams.
isn't it?
What an admirable spirit for learning.
Like, if you are
Amazing.
talented, fine, but if you don't do anything with your
Sure,
talent
but you'll find
because you don't
hardworking people
want to
wherever
put
you
in the
go.
work, you won't
So
get
this
anywhere either.
restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most
That
of the time, employees use it for
depends.
breaks or to hold private events.
Your hard work is being
see.
abused,
Yes,
though.
that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so
Like,
much.
you always pick up the
As
slack
long
for
as I can
others.
make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Didn't you want to stop with that, though? Is it up now? Yes, okay.
So, was that everybody? Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria
Yeah, or
face her
like you
problems.
wanted to stop
Sataria's already used
healing
to
people
avoiding
and
her
dying
problems,
because of it.
so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities.
It's
I
weird, but
remember you
that's
mentioned
so
that the
in
Aeronauts
character
and
for
Corformos are all
your
making a fuss about the
VTuber's
upcoming
lore,
resurrection
actually.
of King Deshret.
Oh no, I'm sick myself, but I have patience. I cannot abandon them. I need to help them. My help doesn't count. Mr. Healer.
Although she knows she should return home
Did
to
I
help the
call you
people of
out
the
with your
desert,
own law?
all she's done is conspire with the sages.
Considering I'm basically your law writer.
How do we set that up? Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Cetari is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different. So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to? Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure.
Brilliant. Give
She'll
the
never
poor
guess
girl a
that we
mental
had
breakdown.
anything to do
Yes,
with it.
yes, of course.
So that's how you're going to
That's
use all
not
the info we
nice.
collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them. Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them. Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone. That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Didn't we want to get rid of that thing though?
But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself? Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them. You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine. If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on. Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway. Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow after? I thought we would be doing it now. How am I supposed to remember all this stuff? Wait. Oh, brilliant. You give me the quest back, please. Thank you. 12 isn't afternoon though, game. Okay. Apparently, 12 is afternoon now.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Let's see if we can finish this. At least giving her a mental breakdown part.
Oh, here she comes. Satori is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll
This
send her
is
to our side,
so weird,
I'll
actually.
leave that to you. I trust
Yeah,
you'll know
let's
what to say.
possess random people. What could go wrong?
I'm starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already
Definitely not
started
intrusive
talking.
or anything.
Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Oh,
That's
that
right. You really
didn't
can't
look
force anything
good.
when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course
saying,
She's
listening.
just a
You were
child,
talking
isn't
about
she?
troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought
Obviously,
they
the
were
cats
quiet, happy
notice
kitties.
immediately.
Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to
It was
read
more
for
of
you
a
today?
hiss than a meow, I
You must
think.
have come for another echo of the divine
Or
voice
like
of
an
wisdom.
unhappy meow.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No
Paimon,
problem at
your
all.
little
The
star
gods will
constellation
reveal the
floaty things
truth.
are pretty obvious, you know? They are glittering through the chest, actually. Brilliant. I have no idea what she...
The gods are asking, Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
That's so mean.
Why haven't I gone home?
The poor
Do the gods
girl!
really know everything I've been thinking about?
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time ago. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
Oh.
Insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Whoa! She just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset, too.
Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her?
Yeah, that's cruel, actually.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some abstract Harabatot theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Setaria.
She's out of Keeps now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
Oh, it didn't look
It's okay.
that
I
weird
just
for
got
him.
caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
Oh, I don't remember which of the
Oh, that's good to
two
hear.
would be right.
I've been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
This is still so mean. I don't
really
like
zeroed in
it.
on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria.
A bit?
But
She's
once
going
everything is over,
to have a
I'll
mental
be sure to pay her
breakdown,
a visit to her
Nahida.
mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Oh, poor thing, she's running now. And we aren't even hiding anymore.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
What an absurd
This
question.
is so cruel.
You make it
I'm
sound like I should
sorry.
be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who worked side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems. She can no longer justify everything to herself. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
Possess
this is
the
most
guard?
important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Come on, the poor girl. This is getting out of hand.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance? Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap.
I will be
I'm only
ending soon.
suggesting this
I just
location
wanted
because
to
it'll draw more
finish
scrutiny
this little
for me
bit
to
of the
leave
quest.
the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract
So,
the guards long enough to hand you
have
the
a good night.
documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully
can you
complete this task,
check on
would it mean I've atoned for my
on
wrongdoings?
Rai real quick
That'll
and
depend
see
on
if
the judgment of the
she
Dendro Archon.
is about to end her
The
stream
Dendro
or if
Archon.
she's going to continue
That's right.
for a while now.
Her
Since
people
I
are the
wouldn't
ones
want
we have
to
endangered. As the god of wisdom,
raid
she's also the one
someone
responsible for
who's
judging and guiding the
immediately
scholars.
ending the stream again.
Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars? No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
I'll end it right here. Since it's already late and you have to work tomorrow and Gecko already left. Like the 3-hour mark was the plan anyways. Right, let me get this and switch over here. Okay, so thanks everyone for watching. Next stream will be Friday for me. The next 2 days, my husband is actually streaming. Maybe he wants to give himself a little shout out. So you can watch him if you are interested in Metaphor or in Final Fantasy VII. So if that's something for you, you can stop by at his stream tomorrow. Here's his schedule and the timing on Twitter. And okay, let me give you the right messages again. The one for everyone. And the one for the subs. And then, let me grab the name. Right. Okay then. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye!